Morning. Today I'm going to be doing an acrylic pour. It's a bit of an experiment. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm being quite ambitious with this one, so I hope it works. I hope it does what I would like it to do, but it's definitely going to be a challenge. So I've pre-mixed my paints here. I'm using acrylic paints, and I've mixed them with a pouring medium that I've created and some water to create a texture that I feel is the right consistency for what I'm going to do. I'm going to need to mix up several cups of this for what I'm going to do, but I don't want them all to be exactly the same output. So although it's going to be using the same colours, there's going to be different quantities in each cup. I'm layering the colours here. I've started with a white, which is in the bottle, and the white is a mixture of a white acrylic paint and some water just thinned down slightly, and a little bit of some Floetrol. And I'm just gradually building these layers up, so as I pour it you're going to get a different quantity of each colour coming out onto the canvas. Scraping everything out of the little cups as I go. Okay, just having a little tidy up, getting ready to put everything into place. I have my canvas here and I've drawn out, you can just about see the faint lines of the drawing there, the three faces that I want to try and create. So I'm pouring the paint directly onto the canvas from the cup, and I'm using a bamboo stick here to move it around, to drag it where I want it to be, and also to take a small quantity of it out of the cup. The stick is being used both for moving the paint around and also for drawing with, which gives me quite an interesting line. It's quite hard to be precise with this, but it's also quite an interesting challenge. I'm using the palette knife again to try and move the paint around, but what I don't want to do is to mix the paint too much. I want to keep all of those separate colours just that, separate. I'm now onto my second cup of colours, and this time different ones are coming out, floating to the top. I'm jumping around the canvas again, just trying to make sure that those colours are expressed around the picture. I liked the composition of this painting where you have the three faces different ways up. I just thought it made it a very interesting composition. When you're working with an acrylic pour like this, you can have a painting that you're really pleased with and you have to leave it overnight to dry, and when you come back to it, it kind of completely moved and changed. So you do have to make sure that you've got your canvas absolutely flat when you're working like this. And you're never going to be entirely sure what you're going to come back to the next day. I'm on to my next cup of colour now mixed here. I'm putting in some different details in. Again, just bringing up a different set of those colours coming to the surface. Putting all of these details around the eyes and the mouth is quite scary when you've done everything else and you think you've got something that's working really well, and you just need a small detail and you hope you don't mess it up. The tool I'm using here for moving the paint around is just a small diamond shaped palette knife. Gives me quite a lot of control with the paint. I'm going over the painting with a blowtorch, and this just allows the little air bubbles that might be in the paint where I mixed it just to pop out, so that we're not left with little bubbles and pops and holes on the painting. And there we have my 3 beautiful ladies. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Arty Denise, or have a look at my website, deniseallen.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.